Welcome back to episode 6. Now, if you saw the last episode, whoa, that last opening was pretty bad. Come on, Urza. I need you to work some magic over here, man. Look left, look right. Let's do this. Alright, so how many more packs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packs left. Let me see. I'll pull in this one from right here on this side. Yet again, collector booster. Innistrad Remastered. Guys, I tried that cap cut. I was trying to do some editing on that earlier, but man, it's just I'm an old guy. I gotta make time for that and actually sit down and do it much more. So let's go to ripping this pack right quick. This is pack number 6. You see what I'm saying? When you rip through here, it gets very, very hard to open that. So I notice if you go up through here on the top, it's a lot more easier and stops you from damaging your cards. Because when you rip from here, sometimes they'll get stuck up here when you pull back. See, when you rip from here, sometimes you pull back like that and they'll start bending the corners, and you don't want that. You want your stuff to look pretty good. Alright, let's get started. So this is gonna be as a token of a spider. I know if I flip it, the good chase cards are under here. So I'm trying to do this count. You know what? Let's go right there. Let's cut it right there. It says Lightning Mauler. It has Soulbound. You may pair this creature with another unpaired creature. When either enters, they remain paired for as long as you control both of them. As long as this creature is paired with another creature, both creatures have haste. Ooh, that makes it fast. That's that number. We got to work on those numbers down there, though. Make it stronger. Make it live longer. This is Desperate Farmer with lifelink. When another creature you control dies, transform this creature. Now, sadly, where we're building the next card, because it is a flip card, as you can see by the corner right there. So it is a flip card. Let's find out. Flipping it. And that is Depraved Harvester. Whoa, that's some Ghost Rider stuff right there. That's another creature with lifelink. So you notice the power goes up when they change. See, 2/2, 4/3, and I just noticed this too. If you look right at the corner, right up above, right there, you see that it says 4/3 right above the 2/2, the 2/2. So it lets you know what it's gonna convert to ahead of time. See, that way you have an idea of what it's gonna be like when you turn over, when you flip it. Bramble Worm. Worms always tend to have reach, but we like worms that have trample. That way, should your opponent have 2 creatures in front of you, wants to block you with 1, the rest of the hit, if it kills 1 creature, the rest of the hit can go and hit the next creature. But then I remember they started with some new rule this year, so I might be mistaken. Those new rules they added, it's a benefit and not a non-benefit. You know, it hurts and it helps at the same time. Gotta look into those rules. Inspiring Captain. Inspiring Captain, when he comes in, he puts that +1/+1 on the creatures you control. Tragic Slip. Let you read that right quick. Alright, let's go to the next. We're back at the token. It's a flip token. Let's see what's behind that right quick. Not the token itself, but which card is behind it, because when I go to flipping it, it reveals it. Cathar's Crusade. Whenever a creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Let's look at the back of this token. Let's see who's back there. Oh, an insect. That's a weird looking insect. Don't want to run into one of those in the forest. Let's move. Who's behind here? So you notice the emblems. Each emblem tells you whether or not it's how rare the item is or the card is. We're in the gold. The next one, the ones that we really want to find are the ones that are looking kind of orange-red or so. Right there. Let's go. Next one is Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. I think we have a good hit back here. Let's go slow. Vexing Devil. When this creature enters, any opponent may have it deal 4 damage to them. If a player does sacrifice this creature. I don't know, but that art is amazing. Look at that. Oh wow, it looks like I'm zoomed in too much. Let me see if I could unzoom for a minute. That's about as high as I can get myself. There you go, guys. So you guys can see a little better. There we go. Next one. Celia's Conscripts. Let you read that right quick. You see how shiny that is? Haste. Demonic Taskmaster. This is the second one I got. I wonder if the next one was shiny or not. The one that I got before. It says flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than this creature. Well, it's good if you can sacrifice some creatures, especially if you can make them come back to life and, you know, surprise your opponent with that. Let's see what's behind him. Scorn Villager. She looks gorgeous. Almost like, you know, Red Riding Hood. Let's flip it. It does show that it's like a flip card, I'm assuming. It's a very tiny arrow at the corner. Yes. Moon-Scarred Werewolf. Has vigilance. At the beginning of each upkeep, if a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, transform this creature. There's a saying at the bottom, and I will bring the fury of the wild back to my village. Did it have a saying at the front? It did. It says, my village's fear drove me into the wild. And then at the back, and I will bring the fury of the wild back to my village. I guess that's because they kicked her out of there. You know, scorned. Gather the townsfolk. Now, this is from Crimson Bowl, I believe. This is when the townfolks were getting together to try to stop that wedding from happening. And also, you know, gathering some werewolves and spirits to go full-blown war. And you have a token, a mana. And then there's 2 towards the back. Chalice of Life. And it's a flip card. You gain 1 life, then if you have at least 10 life more than your starting life total, transform this artifact. What does it turn into? Well, they got Fiend Hunter right here. Flip that 1 card, Chalice of Death. Target player loses 5 life. Wow. That's huge. So if you have it on the Chalice of Life side, you gain 1 life. Then if you have at least 10 life more than your starting life total, transform this artifact. Oh, you don't want your opponent transforming this. So it was Fiend Hunter was the last one. When this creature enters, you may exile another target creature. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Yet again, on this pack, the hits weren't too big. I think most of the good ones were on the first few episodes, y'all. We did get this card right here. That looks beautiful. Let's see. Put those there. Alright. These were our hits right here. Let's see if I can get it going. It was Cawthor's Crusade, Conjurer's Closet, followed by Vexing Devil, Celia's Conscripts, and Demonic Taskmaster. The search is still on for Edgar Markov. Like I said, if it comes down to it, I may have to buy some Edgar Markovs on Card Kingdom or, you know, TCG Player. You know, buy singles. Alrighty, y'all. See you on the next one.